star shout out. I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in. You can't make a. You know what I'm talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing out there today? Good morning. I'm happy to be here this Saturday morning, June 7th, 2025. As you can see, I would say we got special guests, but they're not special guests. This is family. This is family that's in the building today. I just want to let y'all know that. So let me start off with my amazing co-host, the Chocolate Girl. What's up, baby?
Hey. Glad to be here on Saturday morning, my favorite day of the week. Glad to be here. Glad to have the ladies with us. You're right. They're family. They're my sisters.
Absolutely.
It's my sisters. Last time you all were on, I wasn't able to be here. I was out. Thank y'all for holding it down that day for me. Loved it.
Absolutely. We're happy to be here. It's been a minute and it's been a pleasure. It's going to be fun, I think.
It's always fun to have Sweetlove TMA in here. Always.
Yay. Well,
Sweetlove.
we're happy and we're glad that you're back in full effect too. And I know it's going to be an eventful Saturday this morning, so I'm excited.
Yes, we got the T and the A. We're missing the M.
The M is having an adventure somewhere, doing something.
Out to her. Hey, Mercedes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She has been traveling. I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
People be hitting me up talking about I travel too much. I be looking at her like, shit, I ain't doing enough.
Ain't nobody got nothing on Sadie's when it comes to traveling. So
listen, I need to start learning how she do it. I need to have mine's back. Well, I kind of do got mine's back to back, but never mind. We'll get into that. First thing I do want to ask y'all, because y'all are family, and you know we usually let family go first when you're eating at the cookout. At least that's what they say. How was y'all week?
It felt very long, to be very honest. Like, it just was like yesterday when I clocked out, I was like, ooh, like this week has been a week. It just felt long. I was happy to see the end of it. Seriously. Yeah.
So this week for me has been one hell of a week. It's been no bueno, ups and downs. Work, this is the roughest week of work I've ever experienced. So yeah, it was very long, but it was just a lot going on, way too much going on. So, but TGIS, thank God it's Saturday because Friday wasn't even. I clocked out early yesterday, because it was just too much going on. So, but yeah, it was a long week, and I'm glad this is the relief on a Saturday morning. If it was to be anything, because it wouldn't be up for nobody else but this show. Okay, for y'all on a Saturday.
You was up for me?
No, I heard Sharon was going to be here. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry about that. Yeah, Sharon. But yeah, it was a week, but I'm glad ending it like this.
All right.
What about you?
Marcus Betts, how you doing? Top of the morning to you as well, Marcus Betts. Chocolate Girl, how was your week?
You're muted, Sharon.
Yeah, I don't know how you muted yourself.
I don't know how that happened. That was accidentally, but my week has been great. Lots going on, exciting things over in this parts of the world. Here in North Carolina, it was rainy. Don't like a whole lot of rain, but got a lot of things done this week. Feel better this week. Just excited. Just excited. Brad asking why you got your glasses on, Dennis.
I got the glasses on. I'm preparing myself for tonight, so that's why I got the glasses on.
Oh,
and the
okay.
and the button-up shirt. I'm preparing.
I thought
myself
you were
for
just
tonight.
trying to be cool, just cool.
Nah, I'm actually preparing myself, trying to see exactly what I'm going to wear. And I know I got to hurry up because the CEO is going to be on my ASS and about to fire me soon. There you go, right there. Don't take long. There you go. There you go.
See? Yep.
Because he hot. He just there you go, right there. And I think it don't take long. Anyway, yeah, I had a really good week. My week was good. Only thing that was like a little shaky this week, I couldn't get nobody to cover my Saturday night until I want to say Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked them. I think I asked them on Sunday. Anybody cover my Saturday night? And nobody said nothing. Nobody said they'll cover. Nobody said they'll do it. None of it. So it wasn't until Thursday night that things got desperate. They was like, yeah, I cover. I don't think all right, good. So now Saturday night, I will be at the 8th anniversary of Off the Top Sports Radio with June Pierre and Be the Analyst at Soko Bar and Lounge in Newark, New Jersey. I will be a co-host for the Sports versus Relationship show, which Nessa told me that she was glad I was going to be there because now she got food. I thought that was funny to me.
Yep, I just put that in the comments. Shout out to June and B for 8 years of Off the Top Sports. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
8 years strong. I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Friends of the show.
Yes, they put that work in. But this is the Sweetlove edition of the show. And Tava hit us up and told us that she has something she wants to get off her chest. And I told her she ain't got no problem coming on here to get it off. We invite her on, tell us what she wanted to talk about. So one of the subjects that she said that she wanted to talk about, I can't even pull it up now. First topic we are talking about is going to be when passion becomes placeholders. Tava, explain what this means and where you got this from.
Well, we know I have a love-hate relationship with social media, and I have been, on TikTok, on Instagram, and all of that. So you get to see how it's evolved. And for me, it was in that evolution that I'm like, everybody wants to be a content creator. Everybody wants to monetize everything that you do. Like, it's like, if you're an artist, you need to sell your art. If you make music, you need to sell your beats. And so for me, it's just kind of like we've taken the joy out of some of the things that we just do naturally. And it's just like to the point that it's not even fun, right? It's not a passion. It's literally just there where it becomes work. It's no longer fun. So for me, it was like when passions become placeholders, and also it is also in the pursuit of your regular 9 to 5. You can't get into the things that you're passionate about, right? So it's two sides of it. I think it can be where you're overwhelmed with, I know we're going to get into it later, with hustle culture. And then at the same time, you feel underwhelmed in your regular life because you can't do the things that you love. So, yeah.
But they use, well, the saying goes that if you're doing something you love, it's not considered work. That's how the saying goes. But I always tell people who try to get into this podcast space that I love doing. That is an uphill battle with skates on. That's what I always tell people. I give them that from the door. This is an uphill battle with skates on. When I first started, nobody was watching but my mom and my ex-wife. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I was watching. and that went on for a little while. And then I had to grow an audience, and you had to get with people, and you had to start getting to know other people in other places. It's a lot to it, and a lot of people don't like rubbing elbows with other people. They always got to. I don't know if I like them if I bang with them, nothing like that. I don't need to be best friends with you. It's just, can we work together? If not, it's not. If we can, then we can. That's it.
No, I get that 100%. I think if I like what you said, if you do what you love, it doesn't feel like work. But I feel like in this particular society that we're in, it has to become like it starts to become work. Like if I'm putting my everything into it, I need a check. I can't afford, like, there are people who have stopped their careers and changed and pivoted and took the content creation or went into podcasting and went into these things and have made good livings off of it. But I think there's this conception that we all can do it. And I just don't know if that's what we're all supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. Like, I
Yeah,
think you can love things,
I don't
enjoy
think.
things.
yeah. I don't think everybody should be doing it because everybody can't do it, and there's plenty of examples of that on YouTube and everywhere else that you can tell. They probably should have made a different choice, but maybe it's just their passion, but it just doesn't fit their skill set. Sometimes that happens too.
Yeah, I noticed that I don't think everybody need to quit their job. I've learned this from a couple of entertainers that I ran into. They always told me, if you can keep your job and still do what you're doing to get your hustle, then keep your job. If you got to schedule days off or call off for certain days, but you still got a continuous paycheck going, keep your job going. You don't need to quit your job until you start making too much money, and then it's to the point, okay, I need to quit my job because the job is now in the way of the hustle that I love doing. That's when it's time to quit your job. I don't believe it's time to quit your job from the oh, I'm gonna quit my job and become a content creator. No, you're gonna keep your job and become a content creator. Because you got to go through that struggle, and you got to know if you want to do this.
No,
That's
I
what I
agree.
tell everybody. You really know if you want to do this.
No, I agree. I think, but that's the thing, right? Like, that's common sense. To me, I wouldn't like, I always equated to winning the lottery. Like, yes, I want to win the lottery. I would quit my job, blah, blah, blah. But in the back of my head, I used to think that, like, oh, that would be the best thing. I started to realize, like, I need health insurance. And
Right.
health insurance will bankrupt you like nothing else will. And so I might have to still work for somebody just to have my health insurance. Like, that is my frame of mind. And I guess for me, I look at this culture that they've shifted and pushed, like, since the pandemic. In the beginning, it was really great, but I feel like now it's just like they're setting people up for failure by giving them this idea that we all can go out here and do these things. My best example for this, and I'm hoping at least you buy in with me, is when people talk about cooking, right? A lot of people think that they can burn in the kitchen, that they make great food, that they need to open up a restaurant, right? I know I can cook. I come from a long history of, we get it naturally, we can cook, we can throw down. But let me tell you something. I have thought about the whole food restaurant space, and my biggest thing for myself is consistency. People don't look at it in that space, in that mindset. With culinary, you need to be consistent. How you build your customer base is knowing that every time I come in here, your mac and cheese is going to taste like it did the first time I came. Or every time I came in, I come in here, the ambiance is going to give what it always gives. And that's where we fall short. Like, people get into these spaces and think that they can just get involved and think that they can just do these things, and they're not really prepared. They're not able to be consistent. They're not really professional.
You know what? Cooking was a great segue, because that was actually good, because there's a lot of people who can cook at the house, but they can't cook in big bulks and batches for catering. Like,
Nope.
they don't, and a lot of them didn't understand that's a big difference. Like, Your first batch of macaroni and cheese may be the bomb, but your second batch is goddamn store-bought ass. You understand what I'm saying? People don't understand that. I've had a lot of. I've been in the kitchen for a long time. I've had a lot of like, what you do differently on this one that you ain't doing that one. And it'll be an argument. I did the same thing. Don't be done. You know, in the kitchen, you get hot, arguments happen, you ready to fight. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. There's a lot of things you just got to learn. Like your prep game got to be good for your batch to be right. A lot of people don't understand.
That's true. And everybody can't make that transition. Because like you said, cooking in bulk is not like cooking for four. Very different.
Very different.
And when you're technically looking at a recipe, you can't take a recipe that you usually make for four and then say, okay, well, I need it for 32. So that's 4 times 8. And then multiply all your ingredients by 8. It does not work that way.
Half of them don't even measure. I'm trying to figure out, it's measuring cups in the house.
Saying.
But half of them don't even measure.
No.
Let's not even get into the measuring. Half of them don't know how to read a recipe. Because I had that conversation with somebody earlier this week. The recipe is written in the order in which you're supposed to put it in, how you're supposed to put it together. And people don't realize that. They literally think, well, I could do it like this, I could do it like that, not knowing that there's a chemistry to cooking. Like there's a reason you put the vanilla extract in at this point and versus doing it at this point. And people just assume because I made a good pound cake for a funeral that I need to start selling pound cakes on Saturday.
Yeah.
For some people, they can take it and run and it works. And for others, it just does not. And I'm not coming down on people who find their talent in these moments. I just feel like we just need to be mindful of other things as well.
I think you're right. I agree with you on that.
I agree. What I was going to say about the other thing, it doesn't just stop when you are doing something. The consistency is the biggest thing, like she was saying. It doesn't just stop there, but also when you are trying to be successful in making yourself a business, it doesn't just stop in what you do. So, for example, content creating, that's fun. That's the fun part. Some people, what I realized, they really hate editing, and that's a big part of that and how you do it. Me, I love it. So that's one thing. So doing something you love is a little bit different, but it doesn't just stop at that either. It stops at advertising yourself and doing all the other stuff that you're a one-man show pretty much until you get to a level of where you can hire people to do stuff that comes with cooking too, because it's not just, back in the day, we do that word of mouth thing and just be a local thing. But when it comes to that, restaurants still have to advertise themselves and say, hey, there's so many restaurants out there and the same kind of restaurants out there. It's like, it doesn't just stop with the cooking, because even if you can do just that stuff, you still have to be successful by advertising yourself and putting yourself out there. And the biggest thing, which, maybe that's a different subject, your customer service. Come on, people, please. That is our biggest struggle, having that, and that's in anything, whether it's from there to how you treat other people who's helping you out too. So that is it's a myriad of things that go into that, just not your talent, outside of your talent too, that comes along with being successful in that. And no one's just doing it just for the heck of it. Some people may, but no one's really, really, really just doing it. They want to make that money. They want to generate that extra income. So I agree to that point. I really do.
I had to learn customer service at about 11, 12 years old because of my grandmother's restaurant. The reason I had to learn it so early was because my cousin, who the restaurant is named after, Nappy Nikki, my grandmother said, her attitude gonna have us bankrupt. You need to learn customer service. You're gonna have to work the register. I said, huh? Yeah, you're gonna have to work the register. You're gonna have to learn customer service. Your cousin gonna have us bankrupt. She gonna have us bankrupt. And she told me everything I needed to know. She let me know that the customer was always right, even though I watched adults cuss out customers as I was working. But they told me, customers always right. And that's the way they trained me. So no matter what goes on, I'm always, nice to the customer. And I've had some customers, you'll be ready to stab with a knife out the back of the kitchen. All right. That's the kind of customers I done had in my life. I'm here to let you know that I've had some customers, but I just stayed the same. I always had this thing, just like, don't let nobody take you off your square.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Don't let somebody come in between you and your money, ever.
No, it ain't the money. It's taking you off your square. Because see, the money
No,
always
for
gonna be
me,
there.
it's for money too. For me, it's both. Don't let them change who you are, but don't let them interfere with you and your money, especially if you're working for somebody else. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
I think though, when we're talking about everything like that, at least you make an excellent point, like that customer service part, like that is not taught, and that is how people begin a business, and they wonder why they don't have a loyal base, is because you don't know how to talk to people. I see a little bit of it online about the men complaining about their barbers, but I feel like as a woman, we experience this more with hairstylists than anybody else. The way that we have gotten to that space and have misbehaved is crazy to me. Like, you have booking fees, you have random cancellations, there is no grace or mercy in the hair salon. You cannot be more than 10 minutes late or you will not get your hair done. They have a la carte us out of the salon. Like, everything is a la carte. You want your hair washed, that's an extra $20. You want your hair trimmed, that's an extra $20. And then when you're in here, I got my earpiece in. I don't even talk to you. I don't ask you anything. And I just want you to pay, right? That's what I mean. Like, we get into these spaces without fully knowing the totality of how to actually like grow the business, keep the business, have a base. And I think it's just because it's like, make money, make money, make money.
Okay.
I think that's true. I think part of it is our culture, though, because if you think about where it starts when you're young, and young people going with their dad to the barbershop or hearing about the stories about the beauty salon from their mom. They're not being taught to be on time. They're not being taught to be respectful. They're not even being taught, hey, if you become a hairstylist, you need to show your clients respect. They're not being taught that, in my opinion, just from the things I see on social media. Of course, some of it's not real, but some of it is actually real. And so I'm looking at these young people like, we're the example, and what example are we setting for them? And that's where my questions come in. Can we blame these young people? They're getting it from us. Well, I'll say y'all, because I'm much older than y'all. So I'm going to leave it to y'all millennial folk. I'm going to tell you they're getting it from y'all. How about that? They're not listening to us. We're Gen Xers. But that's just what I see.
Okay.
That's a whole separate conversation, because I'll be on here talking about the whole dismantling of the education system and how frame by frame we've gotten here because of that. Because people don't know how to behave there, and the lessons that were taught in school that were overlapped in all of our life have ceased to exist. Like, from TV shows that had good quality, same lessons that you learn in school, you would see on the show. Same lessons that you would hear in church, you would see. Like, we don't have that anymore. It's not repetitive, the continuation of the lessons. So the behavior continues because, again, the consistency is lacking. So the consistency is not there in the culture. So the kids just do what they want.
Brad, for your question right here, Brad, the stuff I had was good, but I had saw it back when she was on Allegheny, or not Allegheny, but right off Allegheny Avenue, like 35th and Allegheny. That's back when I had saw it.
Yeah, we've got some good comments in the comments.
And for BJ saying the whole he cooked oodles and noodles and they taste the same every time. Cook oodles and noodles for the whole football team. I bet you somebody be like, hey, coach, these Jones ain't good. I bet you. 32 players in there. I bet you somebody say, hey, coach, these Jones ain't good.
Mm-hmm. Somebody will have a problem with it. But let me see. Edward Tucker said, your business should create an atmosphere experience that makes people want to come back. That's true. And Sister Sheila's in the comments and she said, salon fees, the penalties need to go both ways. If I'm late, late fee or cancellation. But what happens if the stylist is 10 minutes late? There needs to be mutual accountability. I'm sure you all agree with that, right?
Wow,
Absolutely.
that's for y'all because we don't have late fees. That's for y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or you get in and you can't get right in the chair. Immediately, no. Like I booked an appointment for 1 and I'm sitting here to 1:20 because you still finishing up somebody else's hair. Like,
right.
So it's even that. Like I'm here and you know I'm here, but you're not done. You're not prepared to serve me as soon as and that sounds horrible, but you're not prepared to service me when I come in the door. And so that's as unequally as fair. So the salons have gotten wild. I miss back in the day. You know, I grew up with you had standing appointments with hairdressers. You knew every 2 weeks you go in, you're getting in. Miss Rhonda's gonna get you done. You're gonna be out by 10 a.m. and you have the rest of your day. Now going to the hair salon is like the Hunger Games. You don't know how long you're gonna be in there. You don't know when you're coming out. You don't know if you're getting what you want. You don't know. It's
you talking about Miss Rhonda? That must have been before the micro days. Getting out at 10 a.m. That must have been before because the micro days you wouldn't see your girl all day. You understand me? All day you wouldn't see your girl. You understand me? She come back the next day looking good though, but you wouldn't see your girl all day.
To the side, they could get you in and out in 2 hours. But when you had a perm back in the day, because you go in and get a wash, put you under the dryer, bump you out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
And of course we could state the obvious. Sometimes it does depend on what kind of hair you have and all that stuff. We all know that, but I agree with Tavai. If my appointment is at 1, I shouldn't be still sitting there waiting on you 1:30. That's crazy. And especially if I do have a standing appointment and I'm going to be here Friday at 1:00, every other Friday, you should be ready for me. And if you're not going to be ready, I expect a call or text, something to let me know, hey, instead of 1, can you make it at whatever? Ask me and I'll let you know. But don't just let me roll up in there and you late and you haven't said a word. But that's on any type of service like that. My personal trainer, anything. That's what it should be. You have to have that accountability, but that's the customer service in us. And we get taught that. We were taught that when we were young. I don't know where it happened to that.
Well, let's move on to the next subject because we kind of crazy with time. Establishing a work-life balance. Many people don't know how to do that. Some can't do it because they have a lot going on. Is this something that you have right now? A good work-life balance, or are you working towards it? Ladies?
I would say I'm working. I do have a good work-life balance. But I'm working towards a better work-life balance because actually, I enthrall myself in my work sometimes. Like I'm just completely and utterly just in there, especially if I have a project going on. But I had to do the push away with the laptop because it was way harder. It was way harder to establish a work-life balance when I first came home during the pandemic, because you're at home and you're like, oh, well, or a day where I might have just been like, oh, well, I can stay a little bit later. I'm home anyway. I'm not doing nothing. We ain't going outside. We ain't doing anything. So that kind of really versus when you actually leave a building and come out and you're like, oh, I'm not going into work. I'm doing this. I need to do this. So establishing that for me was very important and pivotal, like making sure that I put my laptop in a different room so I'm not in my room or in my bed, because that's easy just to roll on over and do whatever we got to do. But actually doing things that has nothing to do with work when I'm off and shutting down, not having those conversations about work and anything like that. It is even down to that T where I'm like, I can't. I'm carrying on after hours. I ain't getting paid to talk about you. Let me go ahead and just shut it down completely. After whatever time I clock out, work time is over, laptop is closed, it might be put away. I don't want to see the logo on my screen. I put a towel, something. I just don't want to see it because we're not talking about it. So it's really, really, really been that healthy balance that I've been, having with it. And I think I got it down to where I'm just like, you know what, that's done. And now it's on to do what I need to do. And even because this was my biggest thing, I never call out. So me purposely, even I'm not sick, because I very rarely get sick, use my sick days, take a personal day, take a mental health day, and just focus on me and not work. Tell my team, hey, don't text me nothing. I'm completely on dark mode. This is my day off. I'm random, just do it. So that's how I kind of balance it and work it out that way. Because one thing I've learned, if not anything, that you can't make work your world, even though it is your bread and butter, you can't make it your world. You have to have a balance because, if you don't put your mask on first, how are you going to help others? So I think that still reigns true.
No, I agree. I think, like you said, it changed with the pandemic. I also, work from home, and there was this life that was given on social media. Oh, I work from home. I take naps. I do this. I do that. And they'd be like, bro, no, y'all misleading people. Because when I work from home, I'm really working, because they be clocking, they be watching that teams go yellow. You know what I mean? You get a message, you get a call. There are metrics that you have to meet. So for me, my shift can vary based on what's going on. So sometimes I'm in a regular 8-hour day. Sometimes I have a 10-hour day. So for me, when my day is done, I'm gone. I don't want to talk nothing about nothing. I ain't got nothing to help you. Most of my friends and family don't really call me and ask me anything, so I don't even have to put that hat back on. But for me, it's like, oh, I take all of my breaks at work. It's lunchtime. I'm taking my break. I'm not giving that extra thought to, oh, maybe it's busy. No, I am taking my break. When it's time for me to sign off, I'm signing off. When it's time for me to take a PTO day, whether it's mental health, whether I have something to do, I'm out. I'm using, I will never, earn and burn? Or I'm never going to be a use or lose with PTO. Never. You'll never catch me paying in and cashing out some PTO. I'm using it. I'm taking off because they don't care about you. I mean, in full transparency, you might have some friends at your job and they might have some really great policies. I'm not downplaying mine. It's a good place to be. But at the end of the day, they will replace you. At the end of the day, they will find coverage. At the end of the day, they will get the results. They will get the work done. And it doesn't have to be at my expense and at my livelihood. With me burning out, trying to get something done, because I know how this goes. So gotta have it. If you don't have work-life balance, you gotta establish it. This life is not just made for work. It's just not.
Right. You have to have time to recharge your batteries and to decompress. So you do need a work-life balance. For me, it's better now since the pandemic, and we've been working from home. Before 2020, I never had a work from home job, never. So it was great coming home. And now, since the office is back open, luckily our general manager has decided to let us stay at home. As long as we're productive, she's found no reason to bring us back. The office is still there. If we need to all get together and mobilize for a particular catastrophe or something, then we have the space to do it. But as far as our productivity, it's actually better at home. So she's let us remain at home. And that right there is a true testament to the importance of work-life balance. People are not, my sister put in the comments, working at home does not mean working on home. And we don't take advantage of that because we, at my job, we understand how special it is to still be at home since many people are having to go back to the office, and she's allowing us to stay home. But it's a trade-off. We have to, she made a decision, then we have to honor that and respect that and do what we're supposed to do. But you're right, Tavai, just like us with Teams, they can tell if you're there or not. They can tell on the phone system we have if you're actually sitting at the desk. It's almost like they can tell if you're there or not. So you need to be there when you say you're there. You need to be away from the desk when you say you're away. And being somebody who doesn't have that issue, I don't know how they do it or what they do if they find out somebody's not doing it, because I play by the rules, but it's not something that I want to find out about. So I show my appreciation by doing what I'm supposed to do. But that has really helped with my personal work-life balance. Being able to be home and not having to take that 30-minute commute to work and back home is just a benefit for me. And then the whole, the clothes, you got to go buy clothes and you got to look this and get up. No, I still get dressed for work every day, but nothing like what I was doing. So it's really helped.
Yeah, I don't miss them potlucks. I don't miss going to that bathroom. I don't miss somebody coughing like they got something.
Right.
I don't miss none of that in that aspect of it. Like, no.
Yeah, and see, Tavai, we don't eat everybody's food anyway. We don't go to the potlucks trying to eat up somebody's food anyway. We don't know how they live it. But no.
I know I don't. Y'all know I don't eat everybody's food. I don't mess with the apes. You're not gonna give me no stomach ache. Tell my son you cooking with Kaya. No, I'm all right. I try to eat safe foods. That's what I try to eat. Safe foods.
Safe food. So no potato salad, right?
No.
Yeah, Brad asked that question. Ladies, do y'all miss in-office work opposed to work from home? I don't miss it. Let me tell you about me. I love people. I'm a people person. I find people to be very interesting. I love to hear stories and share stuff with people. That's just who I am. But I tell you what, I'm so glad I don't have to go in the office and deal with all that. I don't like the distractions. When I can focus and work, I'm much more productive. Yeah, and then if people always coming up, I'm friendly. So people always want to say hi to me. They want to stop. They want to see how I'm doing. And I love it, and it makes you feel good, but it also distracts you. So for me, I don't miss it that much. I do miss the people, and what they've decided to do is to actually plan stuff off site for us to do within our teams. So like twice a year. So we just had the first one and it went very well. Meet up at a place, have food and talk and play games and stuff. And they're going to do another one probably in the fall. So that's an idea. That helps. But I don't miss it on a day-to-day. No. What about y'all? Y'all miss it? I don't think y'all miss it.
Hell no. No, I don't miss it at all. And I had a crazy commute, so I definitely don't miss it. My at the time, my car was just loving me because I didn't have to do as much maintenance. I didn't have to do nothing like that. And because my environment was a lot more intimate, some of my friends' family, I met my family at my job. So we did not let that stop us at all from, seeing each other. We would grab our laptops, meet up at a co-working spot sometimes, or we would meet up at each other's houses and take turns cooking and stuff like that. So we turned the whole game around, what that is. And, I'm a part of a committee that does do it. You were talking about Sharon with if there was an activity to do outside, whatever, do that, or not outside of work, but we have wellness walks and stuff like that and different things. So that is really, 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 that people piece, then you want to grab it in there. that people piece. You want to grab it.
Mhm.
Let me stop real quick because something's so funny. Let me see what she laughing at, Dennis.
Cause BJ put I missed all my work biddies.
Not
That
work
sounds
biddies.
like something he would say.
Maybe that's it's they must have been cooking for you or something.
Here you go,
I miss
BJ.
those. I miss those ladies too. I don't have them ladies no more.
Oh,
I miss
okay.
them ladies too.
Then that must mean something else entirely if you're saying it. So
Mm. I,
Having a work wife at the job is really a great thing. That's all I'm gonna say.
oh, having a work husband is too.
yeah,
That's
but it's
all
dangerous
I'm gonna say.
borders like that.
It's
I've
dangerous
never
waters
had
if you're in a relationship. It's not dangerous waters if you ain't in a relationship.
Well, I
I
have
deal
not.
with
I haven't had that. I
I
haven't had a work
don't
husband,
deal
so
with any. I don't know. In the space that I had it, it was just I don't know. It was shift work. So in the space that I had it, it was not like an office setting. I think the office setting, work husband, work wife can get a little bit can get a little hairy. I didn't experience it like that, so it was just a little
Yeah,
different.
I
It
haven't
was,
had the office setting. I had the kitchen. So
see, the kitchen's a
kitchen.
different. I've heard
So
stories. My sister's in the kitchen, so I know how the kitchen get down.
I know it gets down. You
Yeah,
understand? And then you got and don't forget and then Walmart. Walmart's always a sexy place. So but as far as work life balance with Dennis Holmes, I've had a motto like this that I've been saying for a long time. Sharon usually don't like me saying it, but I'm gonna introduce it back to the world as usual. Fuck that job, okay? Don't listen. They don't give a damn about you. I'm not talking about the job after I leave. Soon as I clock out, it's like that TV show. What's the name of that TV show where they got a work life balance and they forget that they was at work as soon as they clock out. But when they clock in, they know they back at work. I'm just like
Severance.
Severance. Yeah, I'm just like that. Soon as I clock out, boom. Hey, how was work? Oh, it was all right. I can fuck about that. Fuck that job.
that's
Fuck
it.
a damn about that
Yeah,
damn job.
listen.
And I got some, and right now I'm at some good places, making some nice money, and I have a nice job. So it's not no disrespect to the job. There's a couple of my coworkers watching. So it's not no disrespect to the job. Let me say it like that. But it all mental for me, man, fuck that job.
Not retired his wife.
That's crazy.
yeah. I don't know. I think for me, I'm looking at Brad's other comments. So that working from home mess up your social skills. I feel like if you know how to talk to people, you
Some
can
people,
transition in and out. Because for me, let me say for me, it didn't impact my social skills. I still had another job that I worked as well that had me out in the field. So I was out for one and in for the other. But I think if you know how to talk to people, you don't lose that. I feel like the people who talk slick and the disrespectful, oh, you always had that in you. So
Mhm.
the working from home didn't, it just prevented you from maybe getting in trouble as much because you don't have a manager overhearing you. But other than that, like, we know these calls are recorded for quality and assurance, but it's also recorded and reminds me that it's recorded so I don't lose my job cussing somebody out over that phone.
Mhm.
I think people don't understand that working from home, I bring the drama in my house. It's like y'all are trying to cuss me out in my own home. I'm going to have an internet interruption real quick, and this call will just get disconnected. I need it.
Just to piggyback off of what he asked everything, I don't think working from home with social skills, the pandemic, I think messed up people's social skills, being isolated by yourself for so long. And then that I know I was one of those people who was like, I didn't have a pandemic buddy. So I was literally by myself. So when we were allowed to actually, go out, it was kind of like, oh God, there's somebody else's voice out here more than my own. Okay, like getting that reacclimated. I mean, I still socialize, with people, then, but I realized some people kind of lost that when the pandemic happened. Work, No, because you still have to talk to people even remotely. I
Mhm.
talk more than I ever talked while I was in the office. So because I'm talking to people, calls, video meetings, all that stuff like that. So it's a lot. So yeah, just to say that not working from home, it's when the pandemic happened, I think the people lost their social skills and lost their daggone mind too on how they talk to people, because what do y'all call them? They're finger warriors or something like that when they online and they can just say what they want because they're not in front of you. That's where I think people
Oh,
more
yeah.
what's it called? I forgot.
They're keyboard warriors.
Yes, keyboard warriors. Yes. So that's why I think it happened. But I digress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to the next one. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the hustle culture. Tavai, could you please tell the people what the hustle culture is?
So my example or the thought that I have when I think of hustle culture, especially with TikTok and when it went black and came back up, you see more of people trying to sell you things, whether it sell you a course, sell you a digital product, tell you how you can create your own digital product and make $3,000 extra a month. The constant need to monetize everything that you do, like that's my definition is hustle culture is the exploitation of your God-given talents. I don't think everything you do should have a dollar sign attached to it.
Got it.
I feel like, yes, you should value your time. There should be a value on your energy, a value on the resources, but not everything that you do needs to have a dollar sign attached. Like if you're going to, start helping people, why do you need to say, okay, well, if you really want to help me, you can send me $1? No, if you want to help people, you're going to help people. It shouldn't have a dollar attached to that. And that's where I feel like hustle culture is. And people are like, oh, and selling to people that everyone needs to be a business owner. No, everybody does not need to open a business, be a business owner. You don't need to, get it. You can have a talent and have someone else push that for you. You can have a talent and have a brand, but you don't have to be the face. I think that's what I had to learn for myself. I can be behind the scenes. I can be cool. I can help uplift someone else. It doesn't have to be me front and center. Yes, send me, you've seen it on there, send me $1, Cash App, Venmo, all of that. Like it all becomes this ploy to make money. I feel like you really shine when you are able to promote when you don't even have to promote yourself, that other people do it for you. I feel like that's how you shine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good explanation. I hadn't thought about hustle culture in that way. Guess I'm a little old school because hustle culture for me was always, the grind, that you live by the grind, you die by the grind. It's like work becomes above everything else, and working to get yours, that was a chief priority. What you're talking about though is very key and something I hadn't thought about in that way. And it is rampant. So the question comes, where does it stop? Where does this all end? I mean, are you going to have authentic, do people authentically want to help people, or is it all about the money, like you were saying? So that's a great question.
It's all about the money. And they will send you to a conference to where as though this conference is going to help you build, and you'll get to the conference and this is everything that you read in the book. And you're like, where is this helping me build at? Where are you helping me get to the dollars that you said that you was getting to? Oh, well, if you want that package, it's $2,500. Like, come on. If I had $2,500, I wouldn't go to your damn package.
And then you've already spent $400 on the conference. Where I mean,
no, the conference was free. The conference was the real one.
Some
the
of
conference
them
was free.
Some of them were free, but some of them you even pay, and then they want you to pay more. You've already paid for. If I paid $4, you're supposed to be giving me something from the $4, not I'm paying $4 to hear you repeat what you've already said on the ad, and then say, by the way, that's $2,500 for the rest of that secret sauce. No, they do both, Dennis. I've seen them both. I'm like, no, I'm not following.
I ain't never. You know me. I'm not spending no money on nothing extra. Nah,
Me either.
that's just me. You know, I'll spend money to go see some entertainment. I'll spend money to go see some other things, but I'm not spending no money on something that I just need like a couple questions answered. I'm not. I'm
Listen,
not
you
doing
lose
that.
me as soon as you have click on my link in my bio. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not
Not
clicking on
clicking.
the link.
Oh wait,
I'm
I
not.
got to click on. Hold up. I got to click on my link in my bio.
No, but I'm talking about for people who, oh, if you want to know more, you want to get into cryptocurrency, click on that link in my bio. I got an ebook
Oh,
that you can buy, or click on the link in my bio and I can help you get X amount of followers. Or you click on my link and you'll go to my Amazon storefront so that I can earn commission because you want to buy this dress because you see how I wore it. You'll lose me every time. I'm not
but
chasing behind
come on,
information.
if you like the dress I got on, not me. Hold on. She got Nessa's here. Nessa, what's up, Nessa? If you like the dress a certain woman got on, and you like, oh, that's a nice dress, or you like that wig or something, or maybe you know, like me, there's a couple women out there I was following. They had like travel stuff that they got from Amazon. Me, you know, I'm a man. We was doing dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Go on a vacation and then all right, I gotta go to Walmart. I gotta go get certain stuff. Like that's the type of dumb stuff I was doing, like a toothbrush. But now I got the whole package right there, sit to the side. Toothbrush, lotion, all that. One Ziploc bag, all set to the side. Came in the Amazon bag, ready for me, travel, ready to go. Didn't know that. Got medicine because you never know if you're gonna get sick on a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And I always think that I'm motherfucking Superman. I ain't Superman. I realized that. Ate some bad tuna salad at my baby mom house. Took me out the game. Fuck that. I ain't Superman. That's what I learned. So I got me a first. I got me a first aid kit. Me and my mom went on that cruise not too long ago. She ended up getting sick. She, you know, she seen all this food. She started eating crazy. Had the first aid kit there. Was able to help somebody. These are things that I do. Like now, I'm not sitting there buying no cryptocurrency. But I'm just talking about little small things, like even shower bombs. I looked at this girl Amazon cart. She had shower bombs. I didn't even know they made shower bombs.
But I mean, I mean, there are certain things that, yeah, like the crypto and all the other it depends. I think it really depends that because I will click on an Amazon storefront real quick because it might be something that I have not seen and I'm like, oh shoot, I want it. So I'm gonna click on that. And why not? To me, it's like, why not help somebody out who is getting it? Because what they're doing is they're buying this stuff and you know, using their own stuff to do it, and that's their hustle. So I'm a you know, drop yours down because I'll go on it. But I'm a big supporter of people who have Amazon storefronts. Absolutely. Because again,
Right.
some stuff I'm like, how the heck did you find this? And it doesn't pop up in my algorithm. But when I see somebody with it, I'm like, oh, I really, really, really enjoy that. I don't mind certain hustles that is going to help me and benefit me at the same time. Now, the other stuff that I think when people plot on people's emotions, when it comes to like you said crypto, or when it comes to like, you know, you want to be a better you, I'm okay also with somebody, because you know, I know writers who, you know, write books and stuff like that. Promote yourself, you know, sell something. If that's something you went through and you want to do it that way, then absolutely sell yourself. But when you get into like what you were saying, that extreme, like, okay, $400 for a conference, then $2,500 for a package, and then no, like that's a lot. But I'm not mad at people's hustle to, you know, do stuff that are genuinely there, because there are a lot of genuine people who are trying to get themselves out there. Because why not? If I have an opportunity to make money on something that not only I know can help and be legit, and you know, also it helps me out too, why not? But when you take an advantage and you go to that step further, which people always do, some people do, then that's where I draw the line at. But when they have different hustles, and you know, I'm all down for that. Make sure that you promote yourself. Use your God-given talent that you have to do it if you can do it and handle that. You know your limits. I will say that everybody shouldn't be doing every single thing, but everybody also has many different talents. I have many different talents. There's some talents that I'm not going to try to showcase or whatever too, but the talent I do have, I'm going to make it work for me any way I possibly can, if I feel like this is the best possible route for me to do. So that's just how I feel about that. Oh, okay. I see your link. I see you.
Yeah, but I both of you ladies make great points, and I'm kind of in the middle. I do like to support people who have their real hustles and so forth, but I think I'm hearing from Tabai that there has to be a balance, just like we were just talking about work-life balance. There needs to be a hustle balance because everything can't be a hustle. It's like help people. Where is the feeling that you just honestly want to help people? Where did that go? I believe in America, we've lost a lot of that. And I think that has led to a very cynical, just uncaring, and just downright mean culture because everything is about the money. Everything is about the monetizing. Everything is about the Amazon store. Everything is about the link in the bio. What's the thing that you have, Dennis, where you can see all your links? What's that called?
Linktree.
Linktree. Everything is about go to my Linktree. You can see everything I'm doing. I think it's a wonderful tool. It's a very smart invention. And I will go to people's Linktree to get stuff, but there comes a time and a place that you just got to say, hey, help somebody. One of the first things someone who I know went into business for themselves and they're still very successful at it. The first thing they taught me is, yeah, you want to make money, but especially when you're first starting out, you have to do some things for free. And even as your business gets successful, you still need to go out and do some things for free because it's cultivating your karma. That's what she calls it. She says it's cultivating your karma. Somebody helped you, you go help somebody else, and you never get too big to help somebody else. And I think there are some who lose focus of that. They get theirs and they're like, well, I got mine. You go get yours. I'm not helping you.
Yeah.
And that's the bad side. That's the sinister side of it that I don't like because everybody doesn't have the money everybody doesn't get seed money. Everybody's not going on. What's the name of that show? Everybody go on for the business. Shark Tank. Everybody's not doing that. Everybody doesn't have the skill. Huh?
A lot of what I've learned, there's a lot of people who don't want to help other people, mainly because they think that their money will go down, or they're not going to get the same amount of money they was getting, or they're going to lose influence and stuff like that, right? But see, I kind of look at it like in a different way. Like when you know, like you're downtown, one of your most popular cities, and you see that there's 10 food trucks on one block, but all 10 food trucks is getting money. Obviously, there's a space for everybody. 10 food trucks, all of them sell hot dogs. All 10 of them sell hot dogs, but all 10 of them is getting money.
There's enough money to be made.
There's money out there. There's enough money out there for
everybody to make. That's right. That's one of my sister's models. That's one of her main models. She just started her company about 3 years ago now, and that's one of her standing mottos is there's enough money out here for everybody. You don't have to be that way. And if you give back and you do the things that you're supposed to do, the money's going to come. You don't have to chase it. It'll come to you. So that's right. I agree. I agree with that. That's why I'm saying there's a balance. You have to have a balance with that. I don't write off every link in the bio, but you can kind of tell. I know you can too. And at least, and Dennis, you too. I know you can kind of tell when you're reading something and they say link in the bio, and you can decide I ain't clicking on that link versus let me see what they're actually talking about.
Exactly.
You can kind of tell what's seedy and grimy and slimy. You can kind of tell.
Look, I'm all for it. Like, I'm not saying don't promote yourself or don't promote your
I know.
It's like I got people who will then they'll follow you and then they'll jump in your DM and they'll be like, what do you know about stocks and bonds and this, that, and the you're not going to sell me your ebook. I'm not giving you my banking information. I'm not, what I mean?
Right. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, we just had a community where we're uplifting each other or we're reposting information, and now you're coming to me in the side trying to find a way that you can gain from me. Like that is where I find that it gets distasteful. You know what I mean?
And to buy, what about this one? You're looking on Facebook. Let's just take Facebook, and you go under somebody's Facebook and they're talking about they posted a video of their child graduating from college, right? And so you comment, oh, that's awesome, congratulations. And next thing you know, you get a notification and somebody done posted under your comment, hey, you need to click on the link and follow Susan Smith. You won't regret it.
Oh, that's a bot. It's a bot. Don't do it. Don't listen.
I'm just telling
Word
you.
of advice from Dennis Holmes. Word of advice from Dennis Holmes. You do not click no links. Okay?
No, you don't
link
click
in the bio is different.
They posted.
Link on the bio is different, but do not click on no links.
I always report it as spam because that's what it is. It's spam. And it's like not related to the graduation video. You trying to get us to come over here and click on this link so a bot can get me or a virus can get me, or you trying to get me over here to hear this crypto recording. That's usually what it is. It's usually crypto. And I'm like, why? That bothers me. That's what I don't like. I'm like, don't, every time I get one, I just click right on report and block them and keep it moving.
It's like we said earlier, I'm sorry. I was saying it's like we said earlier, like I don't want authentic interactions to become transactional for me.
Right. That's it. That's it. Say that again, Tavai. Repeat that.
I don't want authentic interactions to become transactional for me. That's just where I am in my life. Like I just don't like, if I want to do something for you, I'm not looking at, okay, you owe me one. I'm not making a tally. I'm not holding it. I don't want to hold it against you, or no, if my interaction or if I do for you, I give you knowledge, give you information. Then it's at least, y'all know, I'll send y'all memes. I'll say, look, I got a show idea, and random. It's so random that I'm hitting it, and I don't want nothing from it. I don't want nothing for it. It's just, this is the authentic, I want to see you grow. I want to help my friends. I want to, you know what I mean? So that's just where I am in my life. You know what I mean? Like I don't
well said.
I want you on the show. So that when you do send me stuff like that, just know, bring your ass. Not like that, but you should know.
Absolutely.
But at least you was drinking out your bottle, and I just remembered. I remember I had to show Sharon the 64-ounce bottle I got right here from
Zoo. I want to see it. I still haven't seen. Let me see. Oh, okay. You had me in the store trying to find one. The biggest one that I found was 48 ounces. I can't find. You said 64 ounce. I can't find one.
Jeez. That in what? When you go to Walmart, go to the sports section.
I don't shop at Walmart.
Oh my God! All right, when you
go to Walmart.
Where do you shop?
It's not an uppity thing. I just don't like Walmart. I haven't shopped there for years. Mm-hmm.
What about? Well, nobody shop at Target no more, so we can't say that.
I ain't been there since.
I didn't really shop at Target like that anyway, so it didn't matter. I was at
Kohl's the other day, and they had some bottles, but like I said, the biggest they had was 48 ounces.
Oh, well, BJ was talking about his charging prices that he do with the network. But see, your charging prices, BJ, is for people who don't want to do the work themselves. That's a whole different conversation. That's not no, hey, I want to learn how to do something. All right, well, listen, if you want to learn, I'm going to charge you $5 an hour. That ain't one of them. See, your charging price is, hey, I want to start a podcast and I want to put it on a network so I get some, all right, well, this is what it costs to be on this network. That is what your charging price is. That's a different conversation.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
That ain't the one Tavai's having about. Yeah, that ain't the one Tavai's having about just getting knowledge. I give out knowledge all the time. So.
Yeah. No, I think giving game to your folks to see them grow, or giving game, like, I feel like that, again, a different conversation. Like we kind of talked about this generation, it's because no one does sit down with them. Like these kids need a mentor. You know what I mean? Like you need a mentor, you need a community, you need people to show you these things. And we've kind of lost that plot along the way as well. But no, it's in the vein that we can all eat, we can all grow together. I don't have to outdo you in order for me, for, you know, for my business to grow. Like, I don't have to be mean and malicious, or, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's space for everybody.
That's right.
I agree with that.
Mm. I know my other
Um,
question. You want me? You got it?
no, I don't have it because my phone is acting up.
I got
Trying to
you.
get it back together.
So my last question is, and this is for everybody. So, what is stopping you from living or working in your dream field?
Money.
That's a good question.
You gotta pay them bills. You gotta pay them bills.
I think that would be the number one answer. If you did a poll, people would say,
Yeah.
you know, I would really love to quit my job and do X, and we're focused on that full time, but I just don't have the money to do that. I have to work right now for somebody else. And depending upon the type of full-time regular old job they have, it leaves you exhausted trying to do it. If you have the passion for it, you know, people will say, well, if you really have the passion, you'll find a way to get through it. It's not just about your passion. It's not always just so simple. It's not always doable. So I can compare to people that I know started businesses around. One started one earlier than the other. The other one started hers later, but she was able to actually not have a full-time job and start her business. So she was able to devote time every day and all her energy to it. And it's a difference when you're actually trying to work for somebody else and fulfill a dream. It's a lot more difficult. Now, some people will tell you, hey, everything that's worthwhile in life is not easy. And nobody's expecting it to be easy necessarily, but people's circumstances are different. So I try not to judge. But I can tell you, for me, if I had it my way, I'd be working for myself and not working for anybody ever again. I would be working in my dream job, doing that if I could right now. And I think that's the only reason I don't.
I think for me, it's money, of course. I mean, I mentioned the health insurance, like living in reality, like you need health insurance, and self-funded is super expensive. But I also, in transparency, would say it's the ugly parts of having a business and the startup and the rocky parts that I don't want to. I don't want. I don't want the ugliness. You know, I think we don't always know what it takes to make something be great. We don't know the behind the scenes of everything. And so we see the finished product and think that that's what it's going to be all the time, every day, not knowing that it's ugly and that it can be challenging and that it may not be the fulfilling thing that you think it is. So it's just, I want to walk into whatever I do with eyes wide open, knowing that the dream is just that it is a dream, and the reality may be something that's a little bit different.
I would say for me, it is money and time, because what I want to do is it takes a massive amount of money, and the other part of it takes time. My expectation is for it to already be hard, so that's not. If I had that money, I would go full force. I still work until I can fully, trust that it will, do what it needs to do on its own. But yeah, I need the money is the biggest thing. My belief and my hustle towards it is going to happen. It just might take a little bit longer. And I'm a firm believer in it's never too late to do something that you really want to do, especially if you have the passion behind it. I don't mind the ugly parts, because I go through the ugly parts at a place for somebody else. So I don't mind the ugly parts for myself, because I know that it isn't easy doing what I really, really, really want to do. And I, like Sharon too, I need the 5 streams of income outside of work to completely be like, I'm not working anymore. But I also do not see myself working for somebody for the rest of my life, working life, because I will retire, but I will retire myself. But as far as that goes, yeah, I cannot, because they don't care. And you, at the end of the day, replaceable. And you want to make sure that you're not going to replace yourself, not for real, when it comes to something that you want to do. So I really, money is the biggest thing, and I'm working on it. That's just how I'm speaking positively. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it because
I might, at least I'm sorry, I might replace myself.
you said what?
I might replace myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might replace myself.
With who?
It depends. If I got some other talent that's even better, I know how to take a step back and let them go ahead and be the lead.
Oh, that what are you talking about? Yeah, but let me tell you something. If we don't see Mr. Holmes on the face of a Side Jawn or whatever, nah, that ain't gonna work. Or
Well, I'll rub it in. I rub it in like the Breakfast Club. That's all. Ain't nobody asking about Angela Yee no more. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just telling
I
you.
mean,
I rub it in like the Breakfast. You got to rub it in. Rub it in like lotion. That's all.
But
yeah.
I'm like you in that idea. Then it's like we had our show, and I'm not saying that we're not working in the behind the scenes to get back up. But when life is lifing, if we had people, if we had that kind of ability to have had someone else like an understudy step in,
Right.
you know what I mean? I think that's fair. Like I wouldn't mind, you know what I mean, in the field that I work in or in another field, if someone was interested, I will give you tea. I want people to prosper. I want people to grow. So yeah, I'm like you in the sense like, hey, if I see talent that has the potential to excel beyond me and I can do something to help uplift them along the way, I'm in. Count me in as a cheerleader. I'm in. I'm all behind it because you know what I mean? Like, why not? The next generation needs that type of support. Like, yeah, nah. Like,
They need
I'm
mentors, so you would
Then
be a mentor in that phase. And I, having a mentee, I completely understand that. If you see talent in somebody and give them that knowledge that they want to do, absolutely. So, what's it called? Pour into them
pour into
so that
somebody.
they can do that. That's
You
something
can
that
pour in the minute. You can pour in the minute. 64 ounces. Baby.
I'm gonna just send you my ideas, Dennis. I'm like, until we are up and going, I'm gonna just be like, yo, I'm gonna send you all the memes, all the TikToks, all my random creative thoughts. Cause
you be sending me your stuff, and so does Nessa. Nessa actually sends me a lot of stuff too. Reality recap. Her name is Vanessa, but I just call her Nessa. Yeah, she sends me a lot of stuff too, and to use on the show. And I tell her the same thing I tell you. When you coming on? Because you had to explain all this. Yeah, I love having y'all on. That's me personally. I'm just gonna tell y'all that I do love having y'all on. Y'all do bring another side to the show, which is the Side Jawn. And it's great seeing y'all all the time. That I can say.
Thank you. It's good to see y'all.
Appreciate y'all. We're glad to always be invited. So, and when we can, we will be here with you guys. So that's always a good thing. So we appreciate it still being invited, no matter how long of a stretch we may take.
We get back.
I don't even know what that meant. I'm gonna have to leave that alone because that sound like that's way past my pay grade. But I will let everybody know. Make sure y'all tune in each and every Saturday morning to the Side Jawn. Make sure y'all tune in each and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. to Talk Here's Tuesday. And don't forget on 8 p.m. on Wednesday, we coming back with Wild Wednesday. So with that, my fault. And every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Make sure y'all tune in Off the Top Sports, who is celebrating their 8-year anniversary tonight. Soko Bar and Lounge, North Jersey, Newark, in the Oranges. So I'll be there acting a damn fool. I'll let y'all know that right now. I'll be there acting a damn fool. Thank y'all for coming out today. Make sure y'all enjoy your day. God bless y'all. But wait. Sweet Love, y'all got anything coming up?
Nah, not at the moment, but we will soon. We're working on some things behind the scenes. So we will. We're working, but we're happy to be here. I'm happy to feed you all of my ideas in between time. In the meantime, Dennis.
Yeah.
So you'll be my creative muse for the moment.
I'll take it. I definitely take it. That being said, ladies, make sure y'all going to work for a second. God bless y'all and great day.
How he gonna say don't go nowhere and he ain't here?
I'm right here.